Hello you lovely people, welcome back to Ains Productions Entertainment. Today, thought I'd take a few minutes out of my time to do some Supreme Commander 2 casts. Now, as you all know, well, you won't all know, but some of you do know about the tournament that has happened that yesterday and the day before. This game especially has come from that tournament, so I thought I'd have a look at it, because obviously I was meant to cast live, but I couldn't because my internet died. It always does this. But here we have, on Desolatia, we have AngrySpaceMarine, yellow on the bottom right, playing as a Cybran, and on the top left, we have a blue Aeon, that's going to be Daft Funk. I'm just going to call him Funk, I swear I'm going to call him by the wrong name. But yeah, I couldn't actually remember what the map this was. I had to go and look, because this looked like a completely different map. But yeah, it's got the ready patches, so I know it's Desolatia. Anyway, so already, Funk is actually going for 3 research centers and no production, which is very interesting. I'm not actually sure what he's trying to do exactly. I thought he would have kept down some land factories or something. Space Marine has got 4. Oh, he's got research stations as well. I thought they were land factories, apparently not. So they're both going research stations, and they're both going towards the middle. I'm pretty sure that they have a very similar game plan right now. Obviously, they're both capturing the extra mass pads there. They're going to be meeting each other very quickly in the middle of this map, so it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. And as you can see, both of the ACUs coming up there. Space Marine sees this ACU from Aeon, so he decides, fuck it, I'm just gonna go straight in. I'm gonna attack him. Since they're both going in by themselves, so they're at equal odds right now. Nobody's building any land factories at all. I think this is a very strange entrance, a very strange start to the match. And as we can see, the Aeon ACU doing quite a bit of damage to Space Marine. I don't know why Space Marine isn't firing exactly. What would be funny if if he actually kept on firing at the Aeon ACU, then he could have probably control K'd and took out like both of them at the same time. But then again, I don't think that would have counted. It wouldn't have been a tie. It would have just been the very first player who died, and that would have been decided at like a very short amount of time. But you know, it's a funny thing, funny idea. So he's going to rush back to his base. I don't know if he's going to get enough time to get any sort of defenses out. Oh, and he's plonking down a defense right in front of AngrySpaceMarine's base. That's a very good plan there. Don't know if he's necessarily going to snag that mass pad. That would have definitely been very rude of him. But there we go. You know, it was hilarious of them both to go pretty much the same plan, but they met each other on the field, and Space Marine was like, nah, I can't do this. I'm going back inside my home. Thank you very much. Funk's engineers are slowly capturing all the mass there. They're not really doing that much, but they're just, you know, doing the normal rounds there. I don't know if they're going to be going around this, like the bottom here, and getting these masses. It looks like they are actually. Space Marine is currently not doing too much. He's trying to hopefully get enough mass to produce something. He's already got the gun there, the point defense. He's going to be firing on the ACU a little bit. There was some teleportation just there. Yeah, there was some teleportation that I just saw. Huh, okay, I don't actually see any land factories or anything. Nobody has any land factories whatsoever. What exactly are they doing? My god. I don't know. Nothing. They've got nothing. Neither of them. I mean, Space Marine's got a couple of point defense that's firing on that ACU, but my god, ACU's just been upgraded, so we've had a giant spike of health that's just been gained there. And there we go, first air factory rather, but factory nonetheless, getting produced from the base there. We do have an energy generator. An energy generator coming up there. So there you go, there comes a couple more air factories as well, so he's going to have to quickly get out some land units, but he can't do that because he's focusing too much on research stations. As you can see, the engineer is just waiting there. You know that he doesn't have nearly enough resources to put out any units at the moment, and there's another one waiting just there as well. So I don't know if Funk has actually lost this. Lots of point defense being put down there. Radar also getting put down as well. Anti-air covering the ACU, at least for now. So this is actually going to be very interesting. I've not ever seen this like wacky start before. I mean, I really honestly don't know what exactly these players were going to go for, but whatever it was, they were both doing it at the same time. And this is so very interesting. The ACU of Funk is so far out the base, it's very dangerous for him to go in like this. I mean, look how much damage is being done. Oh my god! Absolutely destroyed that research station there, almost getting the turret as well. It might want to push a little bit to get rid of it. Using up a little bit more of Space Marine's resources, you know. Didn't actually manage to get up the mast. Don't know if he's going to get up the mast of the turrets or the planes that crashed down there. Very interesting there. Finally got up a land factory. Will he be able to actually get anything out? He probably will, actually. I'm not sure what kind of targets would be best. Can't go over here because of the amount of fighters here. Although, if he could get rid of those 2 air factories, that would definitely be very helpful for him. But engineers idle at the moment, very unfortunate there. We do have energy generators down at the bottom left of the map there. We do also have, you know, like a lot of research stations. I really don't know what is the purpose of having research stations apart from like doing researching stuff a lot quicker. You know, I honestly don't know. It baffles me. But it looks like Funk is actually losing this position very quickly. In fact, the land factory is not able to build the units fast enough to help with the ACU in eliminating the presence over here of Space Marine. So I honestly don't know what he's going to pull out of his tinfoil hat, but it's going to be something pretty epic. But Fetusia's come out, they do some damage to the mass extractors and the research stations there. And we've got another air factory coming up. That's a land factory this time. It's switching tech now. But a lot of damage getting put down there. The ACU comes out, he's going to be thudding along right into the land factory there. The Fetusias are not going to have any chance of dealing with this ACU. The ACU is going to be continuing to move. A couple more land factories coming from Funk over there. He's going to be wanting to try and get those wrecks there, but he does actually teleport really close to the ACU with Space Marine, and I think that's it. I think he's had it. Yeah, he must. That's it. Oh no! You can't just leave it there. You can't just leave it there, my dude. My dude. There we go. I actually thought he would have just left the ACU, but that was a pretty epic game. That was so surprising. My god, that was something, honestly. Especially going to the second game, but wow, it's definitely different. I've never seen anything that risky before. Hello everybody, welcome back. We are on QAI Labs, and again we have Funk in the left and what was it? AngrySpaceMarine, AngryCyberMarine was what I was going to call him, in the right. But I'm not wrong, he's still playing Cyber, same name and everything. And I think, yep, Funk is definitely going to go for the barricade in the middle of the map. I've seen this happen twice now. There was a match that I casted ages ago. I've seen this happen because it creates a choke point in the middle there because of the path beam scenario. Aeon is definitely going to try and do that. He will be getting out some Yenzu tanks as well. Meanwhile, Space Marine is also proceeding to get out adapters and some loyalists, it looks like, and he's going to be proceeding to do similar things exactly. But he's going to have a force this time. He's not going to be building it right on the front of the base, and not right in front of the base. He's not going to be building it right here. He's just making a force first. And here we are. We're going to be having a bit of a confrontation, and Funk is getting that force of, all the Yanzus and all the Fetusias and everything. And currently, Space Marine has 2 land factories, and so does Funk, I think, as far as I can see. Yeah, Funk has 2. So at the moment they're pretty equal in production and speed right now. And Funk is pushing aggressively into Space Marine's area there. Who've got a cheeky little engineer trying to capture some mass there. I think the ACU may be actually trying to get it, and it does actually get it, luckily enough. And so it goes down the mass as well. He's going to try and quickly harvest up the mass as well, and get some extra resources. Now the thing is, I'm not too sure exactly how this map is supposed to be played out, because you've got all these islands around the edges now, and we do have this giant bit in the middle. But I think you have to get a transport and carry units over. I'm not too sure exactly, and that just looks a little bit weird. But here we have Space Marine building a land factory right on the front of his base. Now the thing is, the Cyber player Space Marine will be able to get more units onto the battlefield quicker than Funk, because obviously he's a lot closer to production facilities and he's a lot closer to his main base, whereas Funk is quite a ways from any sort of production here, and I think that's his third. That's Space Marine's third land factory as well, which means that he's actually up on production compared to Funk. So I think it wouldn't be too long before he runs out of it gets swarmed by all these forces here. Although Funk is actually holding his ground quite well here. There's a point defense trying to punch away at that shield in that the land factory has, but it's not making a dent so far. The Funk is pushing really aggressively into that base. I mean, that's very dangerous. You're putting the ACU at risk here. I really wouldn't advise that, but you know, I don't know if he's actually scoring the kills. He's getting a few. He's getting a few kills there, but not too many. And the loyalists are piling up on that front line there. The ACU taking a ton of damage here. Half health, nearly a quarter health. Jesus Christ, where are those Yenzus? Where are the Fatushins? They're not doing anything. There goes the command unit. The command unit is very low on health. He needs to pull that back immediately. My goodness, that's the price you pay for being this aggressive. I mean, that is just ridiculous, you know. I think he did know that he was going to suffer some heavy damages, but my goodness, he's almost dead. A few hits from an ACU and that would have died. Like, look how little he's got. He's going to be regenerating that, but he almost lost that. And Funk is going to be halting that advance, that extremely aggressive advance, for a little bit. He's going to be producing his third land factory, and he's going to be hoping to push minutes out. There goes the land factory of the Space Marine, so he's actually making some good ground. Funk is actually pushing him away from the area here, and he'll be pumping out those units. The Fatusia is doing some artillery damage there onto those energy generators, taking one of them out. Nice shot there. And he's going to be making a lot more Fatusias now. Mass Extractor getting damaged as well. Here comes a third and fourth land factory inside the base this time. He's going to be trying to get some units out, trying to tackle Funk here. And the loyalists are just nipping around. But there aren't really that many to try and tackle Funk's army here. I don't know if Funk is actually going to be swarming Space Marine. It looks like he is at the moment. Quite a nice chunk of forces here. Assaulting and destroying a mass extractor there. The ACU all the way back in the base here, trying to construct some extra additional research stations and some energy generators, some point defenses, and some other land factories. So it looks like Funk is actually making some quick work of this little expansion that side, like, well, he's trying to push him back at the very least, preventing him from going onto the like the Marsy terrain bit. He's just crossed the threshold now, but he's delayed. He's pushed him back quite a bit there, and it gives Funk room to get some land factories there. And there we go, Control K, and just giving the match to Funk there. So that was actually pretty good. Funk is incredibly aggressive, and for some reason it paid off both times. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't have personally been that aggressive. I think that's a very big risk to take, but clearly he knows what he's doing, because obviously he very nearly got his ACU killed, and he managed to bring it back on a tiny bit of health, and he went on the first game and went into his opponent's base and actually kept it alive in that little tiny area and got rid of the extra air factories. So he did a pretty good job. I'm very impressed with what Funk has done, and I hope that you enjoyed these games as well. Obviously there will be more Supreme Commander 2 videos coming, because I've got a load of replays to cast, so I'm quite excited for that. But anyway, hope you have enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next video, I hope.